Good morning, everybody. Jim here, and I'm on another road trip. And I gotta admit, it feels really, really good to be back out here. Today I'm going to be up in Northern Virginia, west of Washington, D.C., and we're going to one of the school systems. This is a place that I visited on the road trip in 2019, and we're going to revisit that today so you can see what they found was useful for them so that they could solve the problems that they were having within their installation. Like many of you, I have spent the vast majority of my career on the road talking with customers, and not talking with customers face to face has been a real change, and something I'm not quite frankly, I'm not enjoying it. I like being out there, seeing everybody. I like being in the middle of things going on, and I know many of you do as well. So to get back out there, I brought wipes and masks for everybody who's going to be in any of the meetings. We'll see how it goes, because I'm finding that people want us back out there as much as we want to be back out there. And they want good service. They want new products to be shown to them. They don't just want to take a look on the internet and see a nice picture and some marketing verbiage and trust that that's going to do what their customers need. So here we are, back out on the road, and I'm really already enjoying it, and I haven't even arrived yet. So I just arrived here in Winchester, Virginia, and school systems are about to kick off again, or they are starting to kick off again depending on your area. I've got my mask on, so I'm ready to go. All right, here we are at Jordan Springs Elementary School. We're here with Tim, who is the audio video specialist for the school system here in Winchester, Virginia. And this is a brand new school, so we're gonna run inside and have a look.
Right, the drawings for these rooms have
All right, so the system's installed up here, and we're gonna walk right in here into the equipment room. And this is your very, very straightforward system, easy to operate. So what made you choose this form factor?
Well, one of the things that's always a consideration is the end user. And although as an audio video guy, we all in this world pretty much understand what we're doing, but a lot of my users don't. So I've tried to make a system very simple and user-friendly. I've got a dedicated wall-mounted rack that houses electronics that on a daily basis or daily usage don't need to be adjusted, none of the parameters. So got my amplifiers up high where no one can touch them. We're installing a small sub mixer here with choir microphones that in turn feed this mixer here, which is on a rolling rack. So one of the things I noticed when I got into education is that they like to hide audio mixers in a closet like this, and this is why this closet's here, or they'll put them up on the stage where you can't stand in front and make any adjustments and hear the effect of them. So I started making rolling carts, rolling racks that the teacher can then pull out. I have a 30-foot loom, which once we get this place cleaned up, we'll let out. But I've loomed all the cables together so that can roll out really easy for the teacher, who can then operate all of her equipment while she's teaching kids on stage, organizing the choir, directing the drama performance, whatever it may be. So that was the really big thing, is how can I get the people who don't have great audio knowledge and user skills to be able to use it and use it functionally. And it was really a barrier to have this in a location where they're not seeing immediate results from working the equipment. So if you have to walk 30 feet to turn a knob and come back and it's not right, and then they start going, I don't know what I'm doing. Apparently I'm not turning the knobs right. I do it. But at least here this way they can get instant gratification like it should be, and you can use it as it is. EQs like that. In fact,
Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. 낮에는 따사로운 인간적인.
no, you do.
Here.
Same thing it's out in the other cafeteria.
I can change a gray sky into blue. I can make it rain when I want to.
Jerry Kellican Stadium. Let's have a look at the system in the stadium. Again, this is Tim Farris, and this is in Winchester County. And it's been really interesting seeing everything that goes into the school systems and all of the different types of solutions that they need, from an auditorium to a music room to general paging, cafeterias, and now stadiums. All right, here we come up on the SX series of speakers. 10 years.
Almost 10 years now.
Okay.
I can see that I've lost a zip tie on one of the cables since the last time I was here. I guess the heat's got me on one of those. I've got a little cable, so I do need to do a little upkeep on it. And you can tell that the grill covers are a little, faded from the sun and the weather, but they sound as good as they did the first day we put them in, and I've not had to do one thing to them in 10 years, and I get nothing but rave reviews on how great this stadium sounds. And it's just those three covering the whole place.
And those three for 10 years, covering the entire stadium. And is this getting the bleachers on the other side as well?
Beautifully. It is a fantastic job. And I tell you, I have another high school where it has 3 of the same SX600s. They're in a tighter cluster on top of the press box, where these are kind of spread apart, just because that's how I had to do with it. But they're in a tighter cluster. My house is almost 3 miles away, and on game nights I can hear the game being called from 3 miles away.
That is fantastic.
2.5 miles.
All right, there you have it. SX boxes, 10 years later, still look pretty darn good considering that they've been out in this weather the whole time, fully exposed. As Tim was saying, the grill covers are a little bit faded, but it's 10 years later. So the fact that he's had to change nothing in 10 years is just fantastic.
Their biggest complaint was they wanted to hear audio at the concession area way up there. But I had no way of, other than trenching, to get a cable to somehow get them audio up there. And Russ was like, hey, I've got these SX600s that are really long throw that you want to try them. And so we tried them at the other high school first, and they worked. So I got them and put them in this one, and I've not had one complaint ever about the sound of the system. Can't hear it at all, whatever, nothing, never a complaint.
All right, here we go into the gymnasium system.
Maybe right after I bought the portable stuff, this was the first install I did.
These 1152s.
So I've
From
been buying 1152s for 12 years. Yeah.
12 years worth of 1152s in multiple schools, and you keep buying them.
Yeah, I know. I like them.
They do the job. As long as they do the job, that's what you need.
We can pop out that maybe that seating would be 800 to 1,000-ish with a stage in it. In the auditorium, probably only 800. But I tend to make my choices based on a lot of factors. There's certainly a level of quality of product that you're looking for, a level of consistency of product across the available product line, and that first narrows the market. So then when you're saying looking at pro audio and there's 24 viable manufacturers that possibly make gear that you would purchase. Now beyond that, so I have an acceptable product range, can I have a relationship with somebody that I trust, that will not steer me just to their product, who will give me sound advice based on their experiences, not their products. I'd rather deal with somebody that has well-rounded experience background than, oh, I know everything about my product line. Right, and I feel like that's kind of hit that with Russ and Right Track Marketing, is that I've had to do some installations that are different, especially when I came from the entertainment business and the touring world and the studio world, and for quite some time mixing audio for live event broadcasts. So I was used to a whole different set of product and level of product when I came into education. And so I wanted to elevate Frederick County, where I was working. I wanted to elevate the product. It was definitely different coming into this audio world. So I wanted to find products and a relationship with somebody I could turn to who had pro level stuff that was not selling us, whatever, because that was all out there.
So I hope you guys will follow, and I hope I get some more time on the road, seeing customers and letting you know how things go. So see you out there soon on another road trip. One nice thing that I'm personally lucky with right now is the fact that all of the contractors that are out there that I've been speaking to over the last several weeks and even months have had to say, that's fine, you have a solution for me. How long is it going to take until you can get that solution in the mail and get it to my loading dock? And the answer is, in most cases, we can ship it in hours because we have everything in stock. So I'm in a unique position because you still have projects out there and we have stock. And I'm no longer at pre-COVID levels when it comes to weight. And it's going to be nice to get back out into the world so that I can start to look like me again. And maybe get back into pre-COVID clothes. I'm going to delete this whole section shortly here.